Hello everyone and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Previously, the Amiya estate came under siege by an army of living dead. Well, more technically they were golems made of dragon bone, or made from dragon bone, I couldn't quite tell the difference. But we saw Shiro die many different ways at the hands of Saber, because apparently Castor, who was the one attacking the estate, can dominate wills like a puppet master, and she has forced Saber to kill Shiro a few times. But here today we're gonna move forward and see what happens, because I think we've moved past most of the possible ways Shiro can die now, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, Castor, what an interesting servant. According to her, she actually killed her own master and ate his soul to become a free agent who can do as she pleases. Apparently she doesn't really need the command spell, or maybe she has taken in the command spell as part of her own being, but either way, Castor is a bit of a problem. Now, I do want to check the config. I do want to keep voices on, yes. This is because Castor is pretty new and I want to hear more of her voice, so let's load up. But last time we let Saber go ahead as she's trying to rush in and attack Castor, but as we saw, Castor used her noble phantasm, a weird-looking dagger, to stab Saber, which was enabled Castor to mind control her. So, this time let's call her back. Saber raises her sword. She is already within striking distance. No, don't do it, Saber! But I run to Saber as if driven by the pulse of my heart.
Nani?
What? Saber suddenly stops. It's not that Castor did something. Saber felt something from Castor and stopped herself.
貴様、それは。
You? Saber instantly tries to dodge it, but Castor must have hidden something in the ground as hands of bone burst out from the ground and grasp Saber's feet. Uh-oh.
予知直感まで持っているとは予想外だったけれど、これで罪ね、セイバー。
I was not expecting you to have instinctive foresight, but this is it, Saber. A blade emerges from Castor's black robe. It's a weirdly shaped dagger. Actually, we can take the best look we've ever had on it. I don't think the script on the pommel, or not pommel, the hilt, or the blade itself are actual language. No, I think that's just the weird magical runes that appear sometimes in even the dialogue boxes when people cast spells. I don't think that's a big hint as to what Castor's identity is. Oh well. It's thin and brittle, a blade not suitable for killing. But Saber detests this blade, and Castor swings it as if this is her chance for victory. Well, I mean, Saber's feet are locked down, but Saber has her hands free. She can, pretty easily outreach and outspeed that tiny dagger. Why can't she defend herself? Saber must be surprised, getting her feet grabbed from the ground. She does not even repel the dagger and takes it in astonishment. Really? Oh! What? I can hear Castor's voice behind me. Yeah, this sociopath would be surprised by a master being selfless. I can't see what the robe's expression is like. All I could do was stand in front of Saber and take the blade in her place. But it wasn't a good job. I didn't have enough confidence to block Castor's dagger straight on. So I figured out it would be more certain if I covered Saber, and I held her in my arms as if to hide her. As a result, Castor's dagger wrenched open my back. Ooh. I stopped myself from crying because of the pain and strengthened my grip on Saber.
シロウ
I can't tell what words are being said beside my ear.
あれのセイバー後ろに
Get away, Saber. Go back. Before I can tell her to jump away, Saber must have understood. My body moves. Saber jumps back as if to shake off the hands coming from the ground, and I'm carried with her.
シロウ傷を
Shiro, your wound. Saber's voice is urgent. Even though she laid me on the ground softly, the pain in my back just increases. It's like having my back cut with scissors and having lead driven into it. From this pain, it feels like a cell phone is being pushed in the wound. That is weirdly specific.
シロウしっかりしてくださいシロウ
Shiro, please hold on, Shiro. I guess she's not panicking, but the loud voice, rare for Saber, makes me rather calm.
バカそんな大声出さなくても聞こえてる
Hey, I can hear you even if you don't shout.
こんなの痛いだけでどうってことない今は俺よりキャスト
This just hurts, so it's nothing. Take care of Castor instead. Nodding my head, I point at where Castor should be.
はいすぐに決着をつけます少しの間だけ辛抱してください
Yes, I will finish things right away. Please hold on for a little while. Saber faces Castor once again.
今のが貴様の宝具かキャスター
So that is your noble phantasm, Castor? Saber's voice sounds threatening. The dark shadow clucks her tongue in irritation and raises the warped dagger in her hand.
ええ見ての通り生倉で人間一人殺せないものですけどねあなたが直感した通りある事柄に関してのみ万能とされる魔法の札よ
Yes, it is blunt, as you can see, and it cannot kill even one person. But as you have sensed, it is a magical charm said to be almighty in one aspect.
触れたくないのなら私には近寄らないことねセイバ
If you do not wish to touch it, I suggest that you do not come near me, Saber. Yeah, so... If Shiro took the hit, why isn't he being mind-controlled? Maybe its specific function only works on servants. Like maybe it just corrupts the natural magical energy that composes a servant and doesn't really mesh well with the magic circuits you would find in a Magus. Maybe. Even though she says so, I can sense less composure in Castor than before. Even as powerful as Castor is, as long as she uses magic, she won't be able to hurt Saber. No matter what kind of a noble phantasm that dagger is, it won't do any good against Saber now.
お前ならあとは問題なく倒すはずだ
You should be able to beat her without a problem now. I order her, gritting my teeth.
あらそれでいいのセイバー確かにあなたなら私を追い詰められるわけどその間に誰がそこの男を守るのかしらね
Oh, is that fine, Saber? You can certainly corner me, Saber. But who will protect that man while you do so? I knew it. I knew exactly what you would do. Okay. To paraphrase my favorite Star Wars quote, if you want to kill a Jedi, shoot the person standing next to them.
言うまでもないでしょうけど 私の魔術が通じないのはあくまであなただけ。あなたがそこの坊やから離れれば、追い詰められた私が何をするか予想がつくのではなくて。
I do not think I need to say this, but you are the only one that is immune to my magic. Can you not guess what I will do to that boy if I am cornered?
貴様
You...
Saber says from the bottom of her lungs. The sound of the bones increases. Uh-oh. Here comes the xylophones. They surround us. Damn. I made a mistake. Even if I could save Saber, it's pointless if I'm hurt like this. I'll only be a burden like this. If it was just Saber, Castor wouldn't even be a match for her. Yeah, no. Well, now that Saber knows about the dagger, sure.
話し合いに来たと言ったな、キャスター。
So you said you came here to talk, Castor. Okay, that's pretty smart. Buy time.
Saber!
What? Saber?
マスターは黙っていてください。今はこれが正しい選択です。
Please do not say anything, Master. This is the right choice for now. Saber lowers her sword. I think I hear Castor laugh amidst the surrounding sounds of bones.
話を聞こう、キャスター。条件によっては見逃してやってもいい。
I shall listen to you, Castor. I may let you go depending on your conditions.
正気？あなたたちの命は私が握っているのですよ。
Are you sane? I hold your lives in my hands.
そんな強気な態度に出られると、つい握りつぶしてしまいそうだわ。
If you act so boldly, I might just crush you.
間違えるな。貴様が握っているのは私ではなく、私のマスターの命だけだ。
Do not get me wrong. All you have is my master's life, not mine.
だが、それを潰すというのなら、私も容赦はしない。この身が消え去る前に、我が剣のすべてをもって貴様を焼き尽くす。
But if you assault that, I will not hold back. If you are to kill my master, I will be sure to defeat you with everything I have before I disappear. That's smart. Mutually assured destruction. Yeah, if Castor attacks Shiro, then yeah, Saber will kill Castor. That would be most disagreeable to her. The air freezes. Even the bones around Castor are cowed by Saber's words.
いいわ。そこの坊やには手を出さない。もともと私の目的はあなただもの。一人ぐらいマスターを見逃しても支障はないわ。
Fine. I will not do anything to that boy. My target was you to begin with. There is nothing wrong with releasing a master or two.
初めから私が目的。
I was your target to begin with? Yeah. Why would she go after Saber specifically? The winner of the Holy Grail War can only claim the Grail once every master has been defeated, which in Castor's case means killed and probably eaten. So what would she want with Saber?
そうよ。バーサーカーを倒したほどの英霊を見逃す手はないわ。残るサーバントは私とあなた。
What?
それにランサーだけ。あなたを味方に引き入れれば、ランサーなど敵ではないもの。
Right. There is no reason to ignore a hero that can even defeat Berserker. The only remaining servants are me, you, and Lancer. If you become my ally, Lancer is nothing.
Everything about this statement makes complete sense.
Except... what about Assassin, hello? Did she already kill Assassin? Is Assassin dead? I mean, from that one timeline we saw where Shiro died and by getting teleported at the steps of Ryudo Temple, I mean, yeah, that was Castor's doing. Castor probably does know where Assassin is, if she was watching that stair and waiting for the trap to spring. What happened to Assassin?
残り3人ではアサシンはすでに倒されたのか
3 are left. Then Assassin is already defeated.
さあ、もういないのだから倒されたのでしょう。主も守れないサーバントは消えて当然よ。
Who knows? He is not here anymore, so I assume he was defeated. It is only natural for a servant who cannot protect their master to disappear. Okay. But we heard a few episodes ago, or a few videos ago, that Rin said that the barrier at Ryudo Temple went down. Presumably, the Magus inside stopped collecting energy. So it would make sense for Assassin to go on the move. Maybe that's what she means. But Assassin was beaten? Then the master at Ryudo Temple is no more? I didn't even know his identity, but that means another master has disappeared. The only remaining servants are Saber, Castor, and Lancer, who has not shown himself since that first night. Okay, that's gotta be content reserved for, another route. Whether it be Unlimited Blade Works or Heaven's Feel, in one of those, Assassin and his master will get more of a spotlight. But yeah, no, they got ridden out of this route, I think. Yeah, you can't have everything all at once in the Fate route. It's gotta be something else.
くだらない無駄話はそこまでよ。
This is the only useless talk I will engage in.
私が欲しいのはあなたのその宝具だけ。マスターを殺されたくなければ、おとなしくその剣を渡しなさい。
All I want is your noble phantasm. Give me your sword if you do not want your master killed. Whoa. Could she, like, consume its energy to power up, maybe?
それこそ無意味な。この剣を扱えるのは私だけだ。
That is useless. I am the only one able to use this sword.
宝具はその持ち主でなければ使えないと、英霊ならば分かっていよう。
A heroic spirit must surely know that only the possessor of a noble phantasm may use it.
ああ、そうだったわね。けどそれならあなたごといただくまでの話よ、セイバー。
Oh, you are right. Then in that case, I will just have to obtain you as well.
どんなに優れた騎士でも捕らえてしまえばどうとでも懐柔できるし、何よりあなたは私の好みですからね。
However superior the knight, I can persuade it to be on my side. And more than anything, I like you.
しつけるのは楽しそうだわ。
It would be fun to control you. Okay, I think I've gotten my fill of the voice acting for Castor. It's been fun, but we need to speed things up once more. I want to hurry up through this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this thoroughly. It's just that I've been going through the Fate route for like 2 years, so yeah. Castor sounds really delighted. My lacerated consciousness boils up. I kick the pain in my back aside and get up. Don't be ridiculous. I can't let Saber fall under Castor's control just because of me.
I decided to protect Saber, so I can't stay down with this kind of a wound. I take the Bokuto in my hand and swing at the bone creatures surrounding me. No, Shiro! Saber's voice sounds urgent.
Oh? If you want to commit die, I won't stop you.
Castor sounds delighted. The sound of many bones hitting against each other, as if to nullify all of those sounds. What? Oh! Oh! Yes! Archer, my man! He's back! Okay, voice is going back on. Holy crap. Never mind, I need... Those red lights descending from the sky. Oh my god, Archer! Yo, did Rin lie? Did Rin lie? After we never saw Archer's body, maybe Archer lived and he regenerated and he came back. Oh man. All the bone creatures are swept away instantly by a heavy rain of arrows. I stand there, dumbfounded. The arrows that showered down like rain have disappeared as if they were an illusion. But it cannot be an illusion. The swarming bone creatures do not exist anymore.
誰だ?
Who is it? Castor looks up. Saber must have already noticed this sky. Yeah. Saber is looking up at the thing on top of the wall with surprise. God damn it, Greg! Get out of here, no one likes you! Greg, you're on the wrong route. You're in the wrong visual novel. I remember you. Freaking stupid earrings, and your cool name. How? Okay? You're not Archer. Oh, you're not my Archer. There's something unexpected there. The man with his back to the moon is golden. The man, clad in gold, is looking down at the yard with a cruel smile.
何者?
Who? She must have instinctively realized that he has destroyed her troops as Castor raises her voice. The man doesn't answer. No, he hasn't even taken notice of Castor. He is only looking at one person. The Silver Knight beside me.
答えなさい。何者かと聞いているのです。
Answer. I am asking you who you are. Castor's voice sounds emotional. And with that, the man finally looks at Castor. Castor gasps, stared at by those red eyes. I mean, we did see a man with red eyes and golden hair in the prologue, but that was clearly a human. That was a master. So what the hell? The man's stare is so cold. That thing isn't treating Castor as human. Even I can tell from here. It's only natural for Castor target of that stare to be terrified by that pressure.
あなたはなぜ私の邪魔を
Why are you getting in my way? She asks in a trembling voice. She must know she'll be swallowed if she doesn't do so. But
雑種に名乗る言われはない。失せるがいい。どけ。
Yep, good old Greg. I have no reason to name myself to a mongrel. Get out of my sight, you fool. The man answers with a verdict of death. A snap. When I realize the sounds of his fingers snapping, the tragedy has already begun. Many weapons suddenly appear in space and shoot at Castor like a machine gun. Castor raises her arm. Concept of a shield. A film like glass is created right above Castor. It probably has strength equaling Berserker's body. But was it useless because it was made of glass? Built like a crystal, it cannot even block one of the showering weapons and shatters into pieces. A dumbfounded voice. Without showing any concern for Castor's question, they pierce the black robe. There's no mercy at all. The robe is pierced by lances. As the robe is blown away, more lances pierce it. A sword into her falling body, an arrow into the arm falling to the ground, and the axe into her pained head. Each becomes a deadly guillotine. Survival is impossible. Castor is completely cut apart and dismantled, and she now looks like a mountain of red meat. Oh man. I think Castor just got wharfed. Wind blows. The black robe who lost its master floats away. Wait, come back! You need to tell me who you are! Shit! Floating away. The shredded robe still barely keeps its form. Now, it is all that remains of what used to be Castor. I can't say anything. My strained mind just watches the black robe floating miserably in the wind. In that instant,
無礼者。俺が失せろと言ったのだ。特自害するが礼であろう。
how insolent! I told you to get out of my sight. It should only be polite to kill yourself quickly. The Golden Man roars in a voice full of contempt. What? It's not an illusion. The black robe twists like a wave, grows black wings, and tries to fly away. Oh, that's clever. Castor has some tricks. But it's too late. I don't know what the man did. It's just that a crack ran through the night sky. The dislocation of the sky swallows the black robe. It reminds me of someone getting run over by a steamroller. The black robe falls. Underneath it is Castor, unscathed. There, the storm of swords showers into her. Wait, wasn't Storm of Swords the name of a Game of Thrones novel? Was it Storm of Blades? No, it was Storm of Swords, right? Yeah, cool. The scream echoes through the night. The swords multiply in response to the scream, and the scream gets louder in return.
抜いていた
It hurts. Take it out. It hurts. Take it out. Please. Castor must have regenerative powers like Saber. She cannot die even when swords are stabbed into her, so her figure is just too miserable. The rain doesn't stop. The weapons each differ in shape, and none of them are the same. Is this Unlimited Blade Works? I don't know, but it feels like it. And I don't want to admit it, but each one of those weapons equals the noble phantasms of the servants.
嘘、こんなことあるはずない。こんな馬鹿げた数あるわけ。
No, this cannot be. Such a ridiculous number. The merciless rain of noble phantasms. Castor struggling under it is just...
死ぬ。私死んじゃう。こんなデタラメで死ぬなんて。そんな。おかしい。おかしくて。こんなの嘘。
You know what? I'm just gonna let the voice actor take that for it, yeah. Rip in pieces. And that ends it. With a black mist hiding Castor, the servant disappears. The infinite cycle of torture that I thought would last forever lasted only about 10 seconds in reality. Through it all, Saber stares at the Golden Knight standing on top of the wall.
魔術師風情に騎士を捕らえるなどと口にするのも大罪よ。
It is a great sin for a mere Magus to even speak of capturing the King of Knights.
あれは王である俺のものだ。王の宝に手を出す輩にはかような串刺しが似合っていよう。
It is rightly mine, as I am the king. Such a skewering befits a fool pursuing the king's treasure.
さて、久しいなセーバー。覚えているか？俺が下した決定を。
So, long time no see, Saber. Do you remember the decision I made? The man says in an intimate manner. If I didn't know exactly who this is, I would be guessing he's another Knight of the Round Table. But no, he is not. Saber doesn't answer. But her glare is different from before.
なんだその顔は。未だ覚悟ができていないというのか。
Why that face? Are you still not ready?
あれから10年だぞ。
It has been 10 years.
すでに心を決めても良い頃だが。ああ。もっともそれは俺だけの話なのか。お前にとってはつい先日の話であった。
That should be enough time to decide. Oh, well, that's only for me. It must be like yesterday for you. Yeah, I'm pretty dang certain that Greg here, he was part of the last war. And, from the way he's talking, it sounds like he offered Saber to serve him. And he's expecting an answer after all this time, but wait. It's been 10 years, but only for him. Has he lived and existed this entire time? What?
まったく男を待たせるとはたわけた女だ。
Jeez, what a silly woman, making a man wait. The man laughs happily. My chest is hurting. Partly from seeing that tragedy. But more than that,
I feel sick when that man looks down on Saber with such a ridiculous expression.
まだ雑種が残っていたか。
So there are more mongrels left. Commenting unhappily, the man turns to the mansion. There, on the porch in front of the living room, are Ilya and Tosaka. Uh-oh.
何あれ
What is that?
Ilya is looking up at the man as if she's seen a ghost. Straining her eyes, she shakes her head, saying it's impossible.
嘘あなた誰なの
No. Who are you?
たわけ。見てわからぬか。この身はお前がよく知る英霊の一人であろう。
Fool, you cannot tell? I am one of the heroic spirits you know so well.
嘘
Liar!
Ilya jumps off the porch and glares at the man. Yeah, it does seem unlikely there would be an eighth servant.
知らない私あなたなんて知らない私が知らないサーバントなんて存在しちゃいけないんだから
I don't know. I don't know you. A servant I don't know about shouldn't exist.
待てイリア
Huh, she still has her command spell. Hold on, Ilya. My call to restrain her comes too late. The cluster of magical energy Ilya releases shoots straight for that man. A clanging sound. The man didn't do anything. A mirror-like shield appeared in front of him and reflected Ilya's magic energy shot. As she fired the magical energy in anger, there's no way she can react to it. Ilya stands dumbfounded before the magical energy she fired. You go, Rin. That hurts. She is barely saved by Tosaka, who instantly blocked it.
なるほど。今回はまた変わり種だな。
I see. It is a strange hybrid this time. What? Oh wait, no, he's probably talking about this situation. Like this combination of a master with a servant, Shuro and Saber, and two masters who don't have servants. That's probably the hybrid.
前回の鉄を踏まぬよう少しは工夫したということか。
What? I assume they have schemed a bit so as to not make the same mistakes as last time. Is this implying that people are pulling the strings of exactly how this war goes down? What? The man looks at Ilya. A cold stare like the one directed at Saber. A stare prizing a possession. Wait, is Ilya the hybrid? Guys, why does Ilya have a full body command spell?
やだやだやだやだやだやだ私はあなたなんて嫌いなんだから
No. I hate you.
Ilya still glares at the man, pinned by Tosaka.
貴様の事情なぞ知らん。いいから早く開け。そーら、せっかくの5人目なのだからな。
I do not care about your circumstances. Open it quickly. You are the fifth one. Fifth. What? The man speaks plainly. What kind of effect does it have? Ilya shakes violently and faints. That's it. That's all that'll happen. All Tosaka and I can do is look up at that man. We both understand. He isn't looking at us. We would just share Castor's fate if we raised our voices. But Saber is different. She is staring at the Gold Knight in a different kind of silence.
なぜあなたが見解しているのです、アーチャー。
Why? Are you still in this world, Archer? Yeah. I guess I was half right. Archer did come back. But I didn't want it to be this Archer, damn it! Saber tries to control her voice. Tosaka and I can only be shocked by her words.
なぜも何もなかろう。聖杯は俺のものだ。自らの持ち物を取りに来て何が悪い？
There need be no reason. The Holy Grail is mine. What is wrong with coming to collect what is mine? There have been 5 Holy Grail wars. This is the 5th one. Greg here just called Ilya the 5th one. Is the Holy Grail a person?
ふざけたことを。あなたはそのような英雄ではない。いや、そもそも。
How foolish. You are not a hero like that. No, first of all...
やめておけ。その先を口にしては戦わざるを得なくなるぞ、騎士王よ。
Stop. If you say any more, we will have to fight.
いや、もとよりそのつもりであったが、今日がそがれた。再会を祝すにしては、ここはみすぼらしすぎるからな。
Well, that was my original intention, but I lost interest. This place is too shabby to celebrate our reunion. Saying so, the man turns away. He turns his back as if saying he has no interest in us.
いずれ会うぞ、セイバー。
We shall meet again sometime.
あの時から俺の決定は変わらぬ。次に出向くまでに心を決めておくがいい。
My decision has not changed since that time. Be prepared by the time of our next meeting. The man disappears. With that, the tension in the air vanishes, and the yard returns to its usual silence. But that's the only thing that returned. My home is ruined, and Ilya is unconscious. Saber, keeping her back to us, still bears that heavy silence. Oh my god, what a twist. A servant from the last Holy Grail War survived all these years. Yeah, I guess... I freaking guess so, sure. Oh, but why'd it have to be him? Oh. Anyway, I'll turn voices off. He's gone. Status and weapons screen updated. Let's progress a little more just so we have some music, then we'll take a look. I lay a futon down in the living room and place Ilya on it. Even though she's unconscious, Ilya's face looks calm, and there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her. Hey, don't look away. The bandage will slide off. She hits my back. Really? You just got stabbed in the back. Ow. Tosaka, that's no way to treat a wounded guy. Shut up. I'm treating your wounds, so be quiet for a while. Here, raise your right hand. I don't think it's necessary, but I'll put some medicine on it as well. Ugh, it's cold. It's fine if you can feel. Here, we'll wrap this up next. She skillfully wraps a bandage around my right shoulder. It's past 10. After returning to the living room, Tosaka started to treat my wounds. She started, but the wounds have mostly already healed, so all that's left is to treat them just for show. Done. But you sure do have a strange body. Only vampires have bodies with such healing powers. Are you really human? I think she asked me something similar a while ago. You know what? Honestly, I'm starting to doubt it myself. Yeah. Anyway, status screen and weapons. Let's try weapons first. Durandal. Wait, what? Durandal. A holy sword favored by Roland, the paladin of Middle Age Europe. The King Charlemagne was granted the sword by an angel and awarded it to Roland, the honored leader of the 12 Knights. It holds 3 miracles and does not lose its sharpness even when its possessor's magical energy is depleted. Like Caliburn, it is a symbol of power splendidly made. Okay. Herpes. What the hell? A monster-killing holy sword used by Perseus, the famous hero in Greek mythology. Herpes itself is not an outstanding sword, but its the greatest characteristic it possesses the ability of refraction of prolonged life. This is a divine skill that nullifies the special abilities of immortals, and it is said that wounds made by Herpes cannot be healed. Treatment in accordance with the laws of nature is still possible. It was used to kill the youngest of the 3 immortal sisters, Medusa. Well, I did think that Ryder might have been a Gorgon, like Medusa, but Vajra, one of the divine symbols of Indra, god of lightning from ancient Indian... Why are these things appearing? God of lightning from ancient Indian mythology. Indra was originally a phenomenon introduced by the Aryans, and Vajra is officially called Viya. Really? The Aryans? Oh. But when he was renamed to Taisha Kutin as the age turned to Buddhism, his divine symbol also changed its name. It is a single-shot noble phantasm and its damage is about B+. It is a simple weapon that does fixed damage regardless of the possessor's magical energy. Also, Vajra is a weapon that Buddhist gods possess. Dainsleif. Wait, it wasn't... Dainsleif is one of the stags that munches on Yggdrasil in Norse mythology. A demonic sword from Nibelungen. A cursed noble phantasm that brings ruin to its possessor. It is a demonic sword handed down through the family that killed the Northern European hero Sigurd, and it is a noble phantasm originally possessed by the dragon Fafnir. Fafnir was a dwarf that turned into a dragon. Neat. It has a strong curse of revenge, but it also guides its possessor to ruin. Demonic swords and holy swords contain both glory and ruin, but this noble phantasm only brings ruin to its possessor. This is Assassin's Sword, yeah. Riders. Heracles. Ooh. Hotengeki. This is a one-of-a-kind halberd, a weapon passed down in the Chinese culture. A halberd is a polearm used to thrust and strike, and has many usages. Although it was a weapon that could be used by anyone, it died out as the time passed, until it was revived in the Sun period by the Hotengeki. It has many uses, such as thrusting, swiping, pulling, and parrying, but on the other hand, it is said that a great deal of skill is needed to handle this weapon. The crescent moon-shaped blade is called the crescent blade. Yes, and we call weapons with only one of these blades Seirugeki. Out of the many halberds, only this halberd was promoted to the rank of noble phantasm, probably because it was used by a famous military commander. Okay, any of the other ones have 2 pages? We read all this. No. Okay, now check out status. Oh, look, but there's a second archer tab. Okay, caster. Okay, I don't know why it's still saying wise up on these. We looked at these last time. Okay, nothing new for caster then. So how about the second archer? Hey, I'm taller than him. I don't think you would like that. Oh, good lord. Noble Phantasm rank. EX. That's not even A plus or S. That's EX. His power is maximum. Chaotic good? What do you mean chaotic good? No way. Anyway, magic resistance E. Defense against magics. It cannot nullify them, but damage is somewhat reduced. Independent action A+. Can act without a master. Oh, there you go. That would explain why he's lasted so long. He doesn't need command spells. That's really fitting. Strength is B. Constitution is C. Agility is C. Magical energy is B. Luck is A. Oof. Man, that is a cool design. Charisma A+. Talent to command and lead a great army. At this level, it is not so much strength of character, but more like a curse. And nothing for Noble Phantasm. Okay. I don't suppose there's anything new for the others, right? Yeah, Lancer and his master are still out there somewhere. Interesting. Anyway. Hey, I'm a normal human being. I don't even know how this is happening, so I can't give you an answer. Don't play with me. Would a normal human be up and running after they've had their spinal cord cut? Oh, that's a deep cut. I never asked because it was useful, but it's getting too freaky now. Maybe you're from some place where people can only be killed by decapitation. The worst part is, Tosaka is seriously considering that. She might come after my neck one day with an axe in hand. Hey, don't you think so too, Saber? I think you're the cause, but it's still too far beyond human. Huh? Shiro's healing power is not his own? Oh, okay. Of course not. Do you think someone who only knows strengthening magic could do such high-class magic? His absurdity must come from being connected with you. I can only guess that your healing power is flowing into him. Is that so? I have never felt such a connection. If that were the case, my magical energy should be flowing to Shiro even now. More importantly, my healing power is not as strong as Saber? Why the sudden pale face? She realized something. Saber is staring into space as if she can't hear Tosaka. No, it cannot be. Shaking her head, Saber looks away. What? Huh? Tosaka and I look at each other. Saber's acting strange. No, I know why. Saber's spirit has been low since that golden knight appeared. Well, let's put the matter of Shiro on hold. More importantly, Saber, did you know that gold guy? He was saying you were his. Saber doesn't answer. It's obviously something she doesn't want to talk about. But I still want to know. Tosaka's question is mine as well. Saber, tell me if you know. Who was that guy? You called him Archer. Yes.
I do not wish to admit it, but I do know him. But it is impossible. There are only 7 servants. He cannot be summoned.
Servants? So he is a servant? No, that's obvious. But in that case, there's a big problem.
He is of the class Archer. Of course, he is not the Archer whom Rin made a contract with. His abilities and character are too different.
I know that too. It only lasted a short while, but I was able to feel how much of a monster he was.
Hold on. That's not right. If he's the servant Archer, that makes 8. 7 should be the limit of the summons in a single period. It's not like they restock when some of them disappear. After all, even the Holy Grail doesn't have the magical energy to summon more than 7. There are 7 servants because that's the basic limit, right? Then how can they summon an 8th? Hold on. Saber, you met him in the previous war. Yes, Rin. On the last day of the previous Holy Grail War, I fought against him in a sea of fire.
There it is. The Sea of Fire. My body tenses up for an instant.
Saber fought him in a sea of fire?
It's nothing new. Katamine already told me that the fire was caused by the Holy Grail War. So this shouldn't be a surprise. It's just, I was unconsciously trying not to think about it until now.
What happened? Did you beat him? No, I did not. No, I could not beat him because You were beaten instead. He's someone you couldn't beat, even when you were properly summoned.
Saber hangs her head and doesn't answer. That pretty much answers her question. Saber couldn't win? Not just the imperfect Saber as she is now, but Saber with her full power? Is that even possible? If you look at her skill as a swordsman, Saber certainly is invincible. Admittedly, Saber was the weaker against Berserker, but Saber has that noble phantasm. The noble phantasms of other servants are powerful, but Saber's exceeds even them. I don't think there's any hero she can't beat using her holy sword.
Then there's only one possible explanation. He's not a servant summoned in this war, but a servant that remains from the previous war. It only makes sense when that's true.
Yeah? My mind stops. It's not that I agree with Tosaka, but what she said matches what I've been hoping for since yesterday.
But that's the only possible explanation. Only 7 servants can be summoned each Holy Grail War. If there are any other servants, they must be the winner of the previous Holy Grail War. Am I wrong?
A heavy silence. But why is she in such a good mood? Tosaka, what are you so happy about?
Of course I'm happy. There's a precedent. I don't know who he is, but he's the guy who won the last Holy Grail War, right? Then he must have obtained the Holy Grail, and he's staying in this world because of its blessing.
Well, this is concrete proof that it's real and it actually does grant wishes.
In other words, he's proof that you can keep your servant in this world if you obtain the Holy Grail. I want to capture him and question him about it.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know who he is, but he's a servant and he's still here after the previous war. That means there's a way for Saber to stay in this world like him. Well, we don't know who he is or what his motive is, but I'm sure he's an enemy we'll need to defeat. So, Saber, what's his true identity? I do not know. Even at the end, I could not tell who he was.
Aw, man, I was hoping she would say. Oh man, I want to talk about him. Ugh.
That hero did not have a noble phantasm symbolic of him. He doesn't have a symbolic noble phantasm? That can't be true. A servant without a noble phantasm can't be a servant. And besides, Yeah, he was using so many. It should be easy to work out his true identity with so many noble phantasms. You just need to identify the appropriate hero for them. Then, let me ask you, did you recognize any of those noble phantasms? Of course. Let's see.
Tosaka ponders. She thinks about it for a minute. But then, she tilts her head in confusion.
No way. That's impossible.
What's wrong, Tosaka? What's impossible?
I can't believe it. The bloody one was probably Dane's Leaf, and the one like a sickle was Herpe. There was one that looked like Chinese, and another that looked like a Buddha thing.
Tosaka looks crazy talking to herself. I guess this is what you call digging yourself a hole.
That one was similar to Saber's sword, but it should be different. It seems like it's from Northern Europe, judging from its simple design. And most forms of demonic sword are from Northern Europe, but...
She starts to grit her teeth. Hey, Tosaka. There's no point in leaving her like that. I have to stop her now, or there'll be some damage. I don't need to add that I'll be the one damaged. Tosaka, come back.
Geez, be quiet, Shiro. I'm getting confused because you're bothering me.
I'm not trying to disturb you. It's about his noble phantasm, right? I saw Dainsleif, Herpe, Durandal, Vajra, and Kalidbolg. Oh, and I saw Gaia Bolga. Oh! That's Lancer's Lance. That's Kukulane's. So, Greg's noble phantasm is all of them. Yay.
Huh. I couldn't identify the Chinese one, but those are the most famous ones, right?
Oh, that might be Shiro. Ugh, you're right. I'm hurt if she makes a face like that. I'm not knowledgeable, but it just popped into my head.
But what does that mean? No hero has that many noble phantasms. No, more importantly, the sources are all different. I don't understand it. Yes, that is why I could not tell his true identity. He has an abundance of noble phantasms, the proofs of a hero. I could not narrow down his true identity because he had so many.
The two ponder. Well, there is certainly no way to tell if he has that many. It's like hiding a tree in a forest or something.
Shiro, do you have anything?
She glares at me. Yeah, she's definitely taking it out on me.
Have what? Anything you noticed or guessed. Anything that popped into your head. What we need are unexpected opinions. Only accidents solve a deadlock situation.
She might be right. I see. You're making fun of me, right?
Don't be rude. I just think you're useless. So, do you have anything? Nothing. I give up honestly. Tosaka groans in regret. Then there's only one answer. Saber, don't you think they're all fakes? Nothing else can explain it. I feel the same way. However... no, they're not fakes. How did they arrive at that answer? First of all, he wouldn't have been able to pierce Castor with fake noble phantasms. Oh, what do you base that on, Emiya-kun? I'm saying those are real. Rather, everything else seems fake. Huh? Well, it's just my intuition. It's hard to explain, but those are all real. Lancer's Gaeabolga is real, but I think the Gaeabolga he used is real as well. It's hard to explain if she makes a face like that. No, forgetting that, why did I think that? It's just that all the things he used were noble phantasms. I can feel that. Is it because I used projection against Berserker? I could tell they were real noble phantasms just by looking at them. Oh. Maybe Greg is using the same exact technique Shiro used. Like the same exact one. Conjuring an image of the real thing. Just temporarily. Conception dwells in superior weapons, and something is missing from weapons that merely imitate them in shape. I realized that when I imitated Saber's sword. By that argument, I think that all the noble phantasms he used were perfect. Well, putting what Shiro said aside, as we don't know his true identity, his objective is next. Tosaka sneaks a glance at Saber. This is the best place to end it, I think. Well, shoot. That Tiger Dojo said that after Castor there would be one more foe. I'm pretty dang sure it's Greg. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's a worthy final boss, I guess. On one hand, I feel like this 8th servant coming out of nowhere at the 11th hour is kind of a cheap ass pull. Like, I kind of want to hate it, but on the other hand, this ties in so well to what has been established. The previous war 10 years ago, the fire that took Shiro's parents, and the final battle with Saber, her last defeat. Her first to defeat, actually, because this is her second time being summoned. That raises the stakes, and it makes everything so much more juicy. It all meshes together so well. So this is definitely a love it or hate it situation. I'm sad that Castor went away so fast, but we'll probably see more of her, and Assassin for that matter, in the other route, so there's still a lot of potential left for them. I can't count them out just yet. I am still bothered, though, about that teen that we saw in the prologue with the red hair and the red eyes and golden hair. That's exactly like Greg in visuals, so what was that teen's deal? And why was he talking to Sakura? And for that matter, where in the sweet ever-loving hell is Sakura? I miss her. And Taiga. Well, anyway, I don't know.
You know what? From now on, I can't picture there being any more slice of life days. It would feel really raw and weird if we had another day of Shiro and Saber sparring and Rin teaching magic. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think from here on, it might be a fast-moving roller coaster straight to the end of Fate. Maybe, I don't know. And lastly, there's Ilya, who Greg identified as being a hybrid. She's the fifth one. There have been 5 Holy Grail Wars. Greg desires to own Ilya, just like he desires to own Saber. Five wars, 5 Holy Grails. Ilya's the 5th of something. I said that I thought that Ilya might be a Holy Grail, or the Holy Grail as it were, but maybe that's just because she has such weird runes all on her body, so big command spell, and she's retaining it even after having lost her servant. There's a lot left unanswered, but that's just what came to mind first. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next time. So for now, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Fate Stay Night. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.